Ryan Linderman. Number 23, Danny Britt. Anthony Ciengo. Number 3, Parker Curry. Number 19, Brandon Diorio. Number 21, Chris Gould. Number 26, Tanner Hawley. Number 18, Austin Hill. Number 14, Taylor Hilson. Number 9, Dave Hoffman. Steve Clement. And Clark Pence. Number 12. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach, Matt Birch. And the assistant, Brian Hill and Archie McMillan. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's starting lineup for Elmira. The shortstop, Frankie Navarrete. The third baseman, Colby G. The right fielder, Chris Knott. The first baseman is Ryan Blanchard. Left fielder, Dave Hoffman, number 22. The catcher, number 12, Andrew Niss. The second baseman, number 20, Brian Bachera. The center fielder, Matt Pelt, number 6. Tonight's starting pitcher, number 11, Tommy Alexander. Tonight's designated hitter for Elmira, number 7, Chris Colosian. Ladies and gentlemen, and now, the Newark Pilots. Number 3, Austin Barnes. Number 22, Ryan Delanger. Number 25, Eric Brown. Number 26, Eddie Emick. Number 27, Donald Brew. Number 10, Danny Gavieri. Number 19, Ryan Gray. Number 14, Lance Hamilton. Number 12, Jake Hansen. Number 30, Drew Hassler. Number 21, Ethan Humber. Number 11, Tim LaCastro. Number 13, Scott Matthews. Number 24, Matt McKinnon. Number 28, James Mills. Number 4, Bill Packentowski. Number 29, Andrew Sanders. Number 7, Joe Simmons. And number 6, Timmy Wagner. Tonight's starting lineup for the Newark Pilots. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, we're also going to introduce their baseball buddies with them at the same time, so let's really hear it for them. Number 1, the right fielder, Russell Jacob. Sorry, number 23, his buddy, Shayla. Next, number 5, the center fielder, Josh Ludwig. And Buddy Jaya. Number 15, Taylor Hinshaw. with Buddy Tanya. Number 9, Marshall Harden, third base, with Ella. The shortstop, number 22, Sam Potts. The second baseman, number 1, Jeff Edwards and Allison. The first baseman, Max Rosing, with Shantika. Next the catcher, Coleman Lucas, number 8, with Barra. The starting pitcher, Will Fitzpatrick. And tonight's designated hitter, number 20, Dean Lorino, with his fourth down. The head coach, Mike Armstrong, and assistant coach, Jimmy Sinnott. Ladies and gentlemen, the
check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Would everyone please rise and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem performed by Kelly Muffin.
Please enter your password. Welcome, Newark Pilots Baseball. Press 1 to begin a new broadcast, or press any key to begin the broadcast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Newark Pilots Baseball on 1420 WACK.com. Brought to you by Wayne Public Health, Lead Poisoning Program, Colburn Automotive Supply, Nichols Financial Service, Lions National Bank, Mark's Pizzeria, Magnum Auto Parts, McDonald's of Wayne County, and Market Alternatives. Now exciting Newark Pilots Baseball on 1420 WACK.com.
Newark, New York. It's a beautiful Colburn Park in Newark. We are glad to bring you 2013 baseball here at Colburn Park and the Newark Pilots. Good evening, everyone. My name is Harry Gibbs. So glad to join you once again for another season of Pilots baseball here in 2013, the summer of 2013, here in Western New York with the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. And we are here on 1420 WACK.com. And later on, as the season progresses, we'll also be on FingerLakes1.com for our video feed of our games as well here at Colburn Park. We are moments away from the first pitch of this 2013 season, and we are excited to bring it to you once again on 1420wack.com. Nothing has changed much. You know, you still have the same owners here of the Newark Pilots, Bob and Leslie Ullman, general manager Brian Connell, but we do have different managers, coaches in the dugout, like Armstrong and Jimmy Sinat will be our managers in the dugout for the Pilots this season as we get things underway on a beautiful June the 5th evening here in Western New York, Newark, New York. Just after 7 o'clock, 7:06, first pitch of the season is high and outside for the first pitch of this season from your left-handed starting pitcher, Will Fitzfadden. 7:06 start time, and a second pitch in at the knees evens the count at 1-1. 64 degrees and partly cloudy as we get things started here on this season. The lefty working quickly, a bunt laid down by the leadoff hitter Navarrete, and he's quickly put out by the southpaw pitcher Fitzfadden for the first out.
Now batting the third baseman, Colby.
So a 3-1 put out. Or excuse me, 1-3 put out rather. And we have Colby G, Chris Knott, Ryan Plantier, David Hoffman, Andrew Nist. And first pitch swinging is G, the second man up. Rolls it over to the left side of the infield. Wide throw of first by the shortstop, Fox. Fielded cleanly by Rosing, and the tag applied. And another put out, 6-3. So a couple of quick ground outs for your pitcher, Will Fitzfadden. And now Chris Knott will bat with the bases empty. A right-handed batter playing right field tonight for the Pioneers. First game for everyone across the board in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League here in Western New York. 10 teams this year. We'll get to that later on in the broadcast. So a different look this season. Much more comparable to the first season of the PGCBL, the season in which the Pilots won the title. The 1-1 pitch is taken belt high for a strike by the righty Knott, making the count 1-2 in favor of Fitzfadden. The southpaw for the Pilots works from the first base side of the rubber, and a defensive swing there. Staying alive is not. Good story for Fitzfadden as far as his track record leading up to this summer with the Pilots. He was an absolute horse at Southeast Missouri State. But he gets another ground ball left side. This one's booted, though, by Fox. So our first error of the season. And it goes to Sam Fox, the shortstop. So your first base runner will be Chris Knott for the Pioneers. And that'll extend the inning. Ryan Plantier will now come to the dish. Plantier, another right-handed bat for this Pioneers team, facing the lefty Fitzfadden. A lot of those ground balls from Fitzfadden most likely coming from a cutter that he features in his 4-pitch repertoire. And he fires in a fastball at the knees for strike one here. Slight breeze as well, blowing into left field as Fitzfadden works from the set position, fires another one in at the knees, taken by Plantier, and he's behind quickly 0-2. So again, this could have been a quick, easy 1-2-3 inning, if not for the error by Fox. But he's one strike away from getting out of the top of the first. He sets and fires, runner in motion. This one lifted down the right field line. Chasing over is not Russell, rather, to put it away. And there you go. The first top half of the 2013 season is a success as Fitzfadden works a scoreless top half. No runs, no hits, one error, one runner left on base. After a half inning of play, we are scoreless here at Colburn Park between the Pilots and the Pioneers on 1420wack.com.
For moments of hope and new beginnings, for moments when your family's security seems more important than ever, for all of life's timeless moments,
It's nice to know you have an extended family of smart financial professionals here in your own neighborhood. Nichols Financial Services is a company that helps plan futures, no matter what they might hold. And we're a company that wants to earn your business by earning your trust. Nichols Financial Services. Caring people. Smart people.
Magnum Auto Parts of Elmira is your Napa know-how auto parts store. Whether it's a part for your car, truck, or SUV, foreign or domestic, Magnum Auto Parts has that part. They also carry parts for your lawn and garden tractor. Magnum Auto Parts also makes hydraulic hoses. Stop by and pick up this month's flyer for specials of the month. Magnum Auto Parts, Route 31, West Elmira. Call 315-597-4854. 315-597-4854. The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Welcome back to 1420 WACK.com. I'm Harry Gibbs from Colburn Park, home of the Newark Pilots on this 2013 season. Opening night as they take on the Elmira Pioneers also of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. I mentioned in the top half of the inning that we have a couple of new teams here that are PGCBL. Those teams would be the Utica Brewers and the Adirondack Trailblazers. Both teams in the West Division, the new format with now 10 teams in the PGCBL. 2 5-team divisions. The Pilots in the West Division with Adirondack and Utica, those newcomers, along with Elmira and Watertown. Sam Fox leads off the offense on this 2013 campaign. The leadoff hitter is a Division III player with Pomona Pitzer. The Sage Hens are out of Claremont, California. And he takes strike one from Tommy Alexander, who goes on the hill, the right-hander for the Pioneers. A hard-throwing fastballer fires in just below the knees to even the count at 1-1. For Alexander, a fastball, curveball, changeup repertoire that he features, and he throws a high fastball that's chased and fouled off by Fox. He was a starter and reliever at Old Dominion this season. He's a native of 40 Fort, Pennsylvania. He's 6'3", 180 pounds, and again, pitches from the right-hand side. He works from the set. He does not wind up, so a reliever at heart. Kicks and fires that curveball, dives outside for ball one. Ball two, rather, even in the count at 2-2. Sam Fox, again, the shortstop tonight, had an error in the top half of the inning. See if he can get on base and redeem himself. Right-hander sets high, just below the chin. Another high fastball, chopped at slowly to short. Fielding towards the second base bag is Navarrete, and he tosses it sidearm to first in time to retire Fox 6-3. Josh Ludwig will now step to the batter's box. First left-handed batter of the night, and a center fielder tonight for the Pilots. Let's look at that defense behind Tommy Alexander and the Elmira Pioneers. Catching for Alexander is Andrew Nist. First pitch to Ludwig is a changeup that floats outside, 1-0. Ludwig is a local player here on this roster for the Pilots, a hometown of Victor, New York. Just about a 20-minute drive here from Newark. And a fastball misses low, 2-0. So he's ahead in the count, 2-0. Plays for the University of Rochester, where he's a sophomore. Team leader in batting average for the second consecutive season, a .367 batting average this past spring. Leading the Yellow Jackets in batting. Pops this one up just behind home plate. Giving it a look is Nist. He camps under it and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So a foul fly out to the catcher, Nist. And 2 quick outs for the Pilots here in the home half of the first. Taylor Henshaw will now be your batter, a left fielder for the Pilots tonight. Out of Georgia College, the Bobcats were nationally ranked in Division II baseball this spring. Supplied some power for the Bobcats with a .309 batting average, 5 home runs and 45 RBI. Hands held high for the right-handed batter, featuring the arm sleeve, This one, a one-hopper clean right to the second baseman. Bashara fields it cleanly and throws him out to retire Henshaw and the Pilots here in the first. A scoreless first inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. We are through one, and we are still scoreless on opening night here at Colburn Park between the visiting Elmira Pioneers and your Newark Pilots. More Pilots baseball coming up next on 1420 WACK.com.
LNB understands that my daughter's idea of getting ready for college is different than mine. That's why LNB offers free checking solutions for every member of my family. For me, there's free rewards checking. I earn 2% cash back.
For me, there's eRewards, the checking account that earns iTunes credits.
And with LNB's mobile app, 11 locations, and free nationwide ATMs, I trust LNB is there when we need them.
It's all about people. Visit bankwithlnb.com. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. If you have an older home, listen up. Lead-based paint was used in millions of homes until it was finally banned in 1978. Lead exposure can cause serious problems, especially for children under 6 years of age. Young children spend a lot of time playing on the floor, and they like to put their hands or toys in their mouths. This increases the risk of swallowing lead dust. Lead poisoning does not show obvious symptoms, which is why it is important to get your child a blood test at ages 1 and 2. Ask your doctor about testing or call Wayne County Public Health at 946-5749 or online at nyhealth.gov. The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Top of the second here at Colburn Park features a strike to the leadoff hitter this inning, Dave Hoffman, and he's retired on a comebacker right back to the pitcher, Will Spitzfadden, working in his second inning of work, his second putout as well on the game. He also retired the first batter of the game, Frankie Navarrete, on a bunt attempt by Navarrete that he quickly got off the mound for to retire Navarrete in the first. There, much harder hit ball by Hoffman, obviously with the swing. But again, it was Spitzfadden fielding his position well. He misses low to Andrew Niss, the catcher. Right-handed batter again for the southpaw to deal with. And he misses outside with his breaking ball. 2-0 the count. Your umpires tonight behind home plate is Glenn Pryor. And Pryor likes what he sees, calling a strike at the 2-0 fastball from Spitzfadden. It's 2-1, 1 out, bases empty. As the Pilots defense plays Niss straight up in the off-speed, totally fooling Niss. He's way out in front of that changeup from the lefty. Working from the first base side of the rubber, Spitzfadden fires a curveball, slowly chopped wide of short, backhanded by Fox, who makes the putout 6-3. So Fox has been busy over there on the left side of the infield, completing 2 putouts and also an error in the first. A lot of ground balls in the Wood Bat League, a little bit different for these college players. So we see a lot of slow rolling choppers, jam shots. The pitchers are able to get in on the hands and really make a difference against these players. Let's quickly get to that defense before we get shut out once again by Spitzfadden, the quick working lefty for the Pilots. He winds and fires home the first pitch to Chris Kaluzdian. Another right-handed batter. 1-0 the count now to Kaluzdian, who watches that first pitch miss low. Designated hitting tonight. And he slaps this one right up the box into center field. That's your first hit of the night, and it comes from the designated hitter from the Pioneers, Chris Kaluzdian. That defense behind Spitzfadden. Let's first get his catcher for the night. It's Coleman Lucas. Lucas, a Division III player from Pomona Pitzer. The Sage Hens, again from Claremont, California, where we also see Sam Fox, the shortstop. First pitch, an off-speed pitch to Brian Bashara, misses low. Long set for Spitzfadden, and he comes home with it. Another off-speed pitch. This time it does catch a piece of the outside black, and it's even at 1-1. Left to right on the infield. At third base, it's Marshall Hardin. who will also get some work as a pitcher, as a relief pitcher for this Pilots team this summer. Most likely getting the start because David Vandercook is late getting to the team. The Columbia sophomore third baseman was part of the Division I NCAA World Series, where Columbia qualified out of the Ivy League. Spitzfaden, another breaking ball. This one, again, catches a piece of the knees of Bashara, and he's out in front, 1-2. So Hardin at third, obviously Fox at short, who we've heard from. Edwards at second, and at first, Max Rosing, who's holding, and they have him picked off. The lefty Spitzfaden, the throw down to short. The tag is applied in time, and that's your inning. That's a 1-3-6 putout, retiring Kaluzdian. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. We are through 1.5 innings of play with no score between Elmira and Newark on 1420 WACK.com.
It's another exciting season of New York Yankees baseball on 1420 WACK. There goes the deep right. It is high. It is far. Under track. At the wall. It is gone. Oh, the exciting New York Yankees baseball action on 1420 WACK. Brought to you by Wayne ARC, Van Paris Associates, Wayne Finger Lakes Proceeds Adult Education Program, and Boynton Jewelers. Tools make great Father's Day gifts, and there's no better place for quality tools and accessories than your local Napa Auto Parts store, Colburn Automotive Supply. Surprise Dad with a 7-piece gear wrench set with unique ratcheting and flex head features for just $29.99. Treat Dad with a professional quality 20-volt Porter cable drill and impact driver combo set, just $179. Hurry in to Colburn Automotive Supply in Newark and Lyons for great Father's Day gifts. The Newark Pilots in 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Jacob Russell, Steve Lorino, and Max Rosing, your three to come up for the Pilots here in the home half of the second, facing right-hander Tommy Alexander. This one a jam shot just behind the second base bag. A nice diving stop and catch by Bashara. So a soft line out to the second baseman. So one pitch, one down here in the Pilots' home second. Again, no score between the Pilots and the Pioneers in this perfect game Collegiate Baseball League matchup. Again, my name is Harry Gibbs. Glad you could join me for tonight's broadcast on 1420 WACK.com. Fastball misses high above the letters to the now batting Steve Lorino. Designated hitter tonight for the Pilots. And he tags this one late swing out of play, just right of our first base coach for the Pilots. Jimmy Sanat also works with the pitchers. Head coach Mike Armstrong in his first season at the top of the helm for the Pilots mans the third base coaching box. This one lifted well to right field, but camping under it is not to make the two-handed catch. And another quick out for the Pilots. 2 up, 2 down here in the second. Now Max Rosing will dig in. Rosing is a first baseman tonight for the Pilots from Rockville Central, New York. Plays at Cortland. He is a junior, 6'3", 225 pounds. Wiggles the bat as he waits for the pitch from the right-hander Alexander, and he takes it letter high for a strike. Pilots without a hit yet. 5 up and 5 down for Alexander. This one in the dirt, though, bounces in front of home plate for ball 1. 1-1 the count. So the bases are empty. The defense playing Rosing straight up. Pilots played a exhibition game a couple nights ago down in Elmira. It was a 10-2 victory for the Pilots. They look very good offensively. This one ripped in the right field, and there's your first hit of the season, courtesy of Max Rosing. So Rosing on at first with that 2-out single. Nice tailing liner just to the right of the second baseman, Bashara. So hit firmly to the opposite field. Talking with head coach Mike Armstrong before the game, just talking about the season coming up. He really envisions the offense being the strength of this Pilots team. Being able to hit line drives and hit it over the fence as well, he hopes. This one gets past the catcher. So a pass ball allows Rosing to reach second base. So Niss got his glove on it, but was unable to bring it home, allowing Rosing to move into scoring position with 2 outs. So a 1-0 count for Marshall Hardin, the third baseman. Another right-handed batter for the Pilots. And the pitch home, broken bat, little slow roller down the third baseline. Fielded right next to the bag is G. Low throw, scooped nicely by Plantier, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, the first hit of the season by Max Rosing. No errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're through 2 clean innings of baseball with no score, 0-0 between the Pioneers and the Pilots. You're listening to Pilots Baseball on 1420 WACK.com.
We're your home for the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, fellas, we've been disrespected long enough. If we do, we gotta do for 60 minutes. I guarantee you they can't play with us. Bills on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go now. Second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And Syracuse University football and basketball.
He's up a 3 wide open. What do you think? 2-hand jam. He put Nick to the basket.
The Bronx Bombers, the New York Yankees.
Hey, what's up? This is Alex Rodriguez. Hey, Yankee fans. This is Derek Jeter. This is C.C. Sabathia.
Derek Jeter pulled a home run deep in the lower seats in left. Yankees win!
Plus, we're your home for NASCAR.
Battle for the second position. Johnson looks back and sees the Aflac Ford starting to loom large in that rear view mirror. Tony Stewart trying to do it the hard way. Top side, second group here in
And
Phoenix.
of course, local high school sports and Yahoo Sports Talk. Plus our own local shows too. Sports you want right here on 1420 WACK.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
No score here in the top of the third at Colburn Park between the Newark Pilots and the Elmira Pioneers. First up at the plate for the Pioneers in this half inning is Brian Bashara. Remember, Bashara was at the plate, had a 1-2 count against him when Chris Kaluzdian was caught stealing to end the top of the second. Here in the top of the third, he's quickly behind 0-2 as he just catches a piece of that 0-1 offering. So both pitchers have looked very good, very strong out of the gate. Tommy Alexander for the Pioneers and Will Spitzfadden for your Pilots. This one fouled off again, this time down the third base side. Wind picks up a bit out in center field if you've ever been here to Colburn Park. Massive American flag, straightaway center, and a fastball high as Bashar spits on it, and he'll see a 1-2 pitch. Mostly cloudy skies here at Colburn Park. This one, another line shot, knocks the glove off of Spitzfadden, and he recovers to throw it to first in time. So a 1-3 putout, his third putout of the night for Spitzfadden, and we'll have a conversation here. Home plate umpire out to check on his left-hander, as is pitching coach Jimmy Sanat. I'll tell you what, Spitzfadden has a very compact windup that allows him to be in defensive position, and he's been ready. Another bunt out in front of home plate. This one with wicked backspin. Takes one hop fair and then spins back out of play. So not enough time for catcher Coleman Lucas to field it with the bare hand and get the speedy Matt Pelt. Pelt, the center fielder tonight for the Pioneers, bats ninth in the order. Bases are empty. Again, just one hit apiece for each side. This one, another one. Chopped back on a high hop to Spitzfaden. Has to go on his tippy toes to field it. Underhands it to first for, again, the 1-3 putout. So there you go. 4 out of the first 9 putouts have been courtesy of a 1-3 ground out. And all but 1 out has been recorded on the ground. Just the one flyout by Ryan Plantier. The only ball to left the infield. First pitch to Navarrete is low, 1-0. And quickly coming with the 1-0 pitch is a fastball that misses outside, 2-0. Spitzfaden will take his time now, getting back to the rubber. Now he gets the signs, he fires home. Another fastball up the middle, this one over his head. So backhanded just wide of the second base bag by Edwards and makes a beautiful throw falling away to end the inning. 4-3 putout finish is off the Pioneers. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Will Spitzfaden. He's thrown 3 scoreless, and this game is scoreless after 2.5 innings between the Pioneers and the Pilots on 1420 WACK.com.
Like family, Mark's Pizzeria.
Mark's Pizzeria in Newark has new combo specials. Combine their new pasta with red sauce, crispy chicken fingers, mac and cheese, or sausage smackers with Mark's delicious pizza, and save with their family and dinner combos. Get your coupons and order online at markspizzeria.com. For great tasting pizza, subs, calzones, and now pasta, make it Mark's. Mark's Pizzeria in Newark. Simply the best.
Room service?
Hi, I'd love a McDonald's premium roast coffee and an egg McMuffin.
Sir, this is a hotel.
Not a problem. There's a McDonald's right across the street.
Oh, sir, I really don't believe I can do that.
Well, the front desk said anything we can do to make your morning better.
We did say that, didn't we?
Can you throw in hash browns, too?
Start your day right with the big, bold taste of a McCafe Premium Roast Coffee. Get any size for just $1 every day. The simple joy of a McDonald's morning. Prices and participation may vary. A la carte only.
The Newark Pilots in 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Harry Gibbs on 1420 WACK.com with this season of Newark Pilots baseball just underway. The 2013 campaign. You're going to hear all the home games right here on 1420 WACK.com. And when the Pilots are on the road, check them out on Team Line. Just search for the Pilots. Just go to the Pilots website, in fact. And you'll easily be able to find your way to Team Line to listen to the broadcast of their road games as well. And again, the home games soon to be broadcast on FingerLakes1.com, hopefully as soon as tomorrow night. First batter of the inning is the number 8 hitter, Coleman Lucas. The catcher for the Pilots tonight tries to lay down the bunt and bunts it foul into the screen behind home plate. Lucas, again, one of 2 players from Pomona Pitzer, the D3 school out of California. For Lucas, he is a native of Berkeley, California, long ways from home. And a fastball he takes at the knees from Tommy Alexander. Well, Alexander has sprinkled that one hit. He has yet to strike out a batter. In fact, we've yet to see a strikeout on either side. Right-hander sets high, does not work from the windup, and a fastball high, fouled back to the screen by Lucas to stay alive. Again, we haven't seen much shifting in the defense. Only exception in this at-bat is Hoffman playing quite shallow out there in left field. Imagine if Lucas ever got a hold of one, he'd easily be able to get it over the head of Hoffman. Especially with that wind blowing slightly to the side left. And a breaking ball called strike 3. So there it is, first strikeout of the night. First strikeout for the Pioneers comes against Coleman Lucas looking on the outside corner. So 1 up and 1 down for the Pilots here in the third. And Jeff Edwards will bat. Again, we have no score if you're just tuning in. Only real threat came in the bottom of the second when Max Rosing reached second base on a pass ball, but quickly Marshall Hardin was retired on a slow roller to third. Jeff Edwards takes ball one high. Edwards, not very big in stature for the Pilots, just 5'7", 160 pounds. Ohio native, plays for Valparaiso. Valparaiso, yet another team represented here on the Pilots roster that performed well in NCAA Division I and went on to the World Series, or at least NCAA tournament play. The 2-0 count, and pitch is high again. So Edwards at 5'7", using that to his advantage. Alexander has not been able to put it in the zone. Edwards made a fine play to end the top half of this inning, backhanding a ball just to the right of the second base bag, and he takes ball four. A 4-pitch walk out of nowhere by Tommy Alexander. He'd been very much under control. In fact, striking out the previous batter, Lucas, on just 4 pitches. So now that turns over the batting order for the first time tonight, and it's Sam Fox. Fox is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first time up. He is the shortstop for the Pilots as well. Tommy Alexander's defense behind him in the infield. At third base, it's Colby G. Up the middle at short and second. As first pitch swung on, hit to G. He'll go to second for 1. The turn, the first, in time, ends the inning. Around the horn, 5-4-3 double play. That'll end the bottom of the third. We are still scoreless here at Colburn Park. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base for the Pilots in the third. And again, we are scoreless between Elmira and Newark here in the PGCBL on 1420 WACK.com.
It's time for action. It's time for play. It's time for the hero. It's time for drama. For primary play. When it's time for fun, you know what time it is. It's movie.
No one provides a better movie experience than the Omen Theater in Lyons. The Omen Theater features comfortable seating, digital stereo, and of course, surround sound and the big screen. They also offer lower ticket and concession prices than the multiplex theaters. The Omen family invites you to rediscover the way a movie is meant to be seen. Return to the big screen and visit the Omen Theater on William Street in Lyons. For the movie calendar, visit them online at omentheater.com. That's omentheater.com. Or call the movie line at 946-4604. That's 946-4604 for the Omen Theater in Lyons.
The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Top of the fourth, no score between Elmira and Newark. Will Spitzfaden starts it off with a fastball just above the knees, about thigh high, to Colby G. It's G, Knott, and Plantier to bat for the Pioneers here in the fourth, and another fastball, this one just at the knees, and taken for a strike by G. G retired in the first on a 6-3 put out to short, and he lays off a breaking ball in the dirt here from Spitzfaden. Again, Spitzfaden is a left-handed pitcher out of Southeast Missouri State. He features a fastball, cutter, changeup, and curve, and he features that changeup there, waved at and missed by Colby G. First strikeout of the season for the Pilots and for Will Spitzfaden, and it's swinging by Colby G. That'll bring up Chris Knott. Knott is 0 for 1. He reached on an error in the first, one of 2 base runners, and he fouls the first pitch he sees straight back to the screen. Spitzfaden was a workhorse again for the Red Hawks of Southeast Missouri State. Pitched about every weekend for the Red Hawks. He was a featured weekend pitcher for them as the changeup misses low and away. He made 16 starts. He was 5-5 with a 5.59 ERA. This one, a one-hopper to the second baseman Edwards. Fields it about chest high on that hop and easily throws him out at first. 2 up and 2 down now here in the top of the fourth. as Spitz-Fadden continues to roll. Redhawks made a little bit of a run in the Ohio Valley Conference tournament. They were able to win 2 games, but eventually were not able to extend their season. 92 2/3 innings of work for Spitz-Fadden, so give the kid a lot of credit coming here to summer baseball, and he's going to get some work here as a feature starter. This one, a deep fly ball, but under it is the center fielder Ludwig, and there you go. A quick out there for the 3rd out of the inning, and the Pilots Spitz-Fadden has tossed another scoreless inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base as he retires the Pioneers in order. He has retired 6 straight here, and we are headed to the bottom of the 4th. No score between Newark and Elmira on 1420 WACK.com.
LNB understands that my daughter's idea of getting ready for college is different than mine. That's why LNB offers free checking solutions for every member of my family. For me, there's free rewards checking. I earn 2% cash back.
For me, there's eRewards, the checking account that earns iTunes credits.
And with LNB's mobile app, 11 locations, and free nationwide ATMs, I trust LNB is there when we need them.
It's all about people.
Visit bankwithlnb.com. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
If you have an older home, listen up. Lead-based paint was used in millions of homes until it was finally banned in 1978. Lead exposure can cause serious problems, especially for children under 6 years of age. Young children spend a lot of time playing on the floor, and they like to put their hands or toys in their mouths. This increases the risk of swallowing lead dust. Lead poisoning does not show obvious symptoms, which is why it is important to get your child a blood test at ages 1 and 2. Ask your doctor about testing or call Wayne County Public Health at 946-5749 or online at nyhealth.gov. The Newark Pilots and 1420 WACK.com. A winning combination.
Again, still no score here through 3.5 innings of play. Bottom of the 4th with the Pilots coming up. Josh Ludwig, Taylor Henshaw, and Jacob Russell. It's 2, 3, 4 in the batting order. Pilots seeing a mini threat stopped by Tommy Alexander in the last half inning at bat when Sam Fox grounded into an inning-ending 5-4-3 double play. We'll see if they can get another offensive threat going as Josh Ludwig takes one outside for a ball. Ludwig, one of the lone lefty bats in the batting order tonight against the righty Alexander, who kicks and fires home. Belt high pitch follows straight back to the screen. Looked like the off-speed curve by Alexander. Once again, when I was talking with Mike Armstrong before the game, just previewing this 2013 season, he really loved the offense, loved the middle of the order, starting with Jacob Russell's batting cleanup. This one popped up just wide of the third base bag in foul territory, where G puts it away. So back-to-back foul flyouts for Ludwig's first 2 at-bats. He's 0 for 2 on the night and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. The other batter he talked about was Taylor Henshaw, who's coming to the plate right now. Henshaw, for the Pilots tonight, playing left field. 6 foot, 215-pound right-handed batter. Plays at Georgia College State University. And the first pitch he sees misses inside. Henshaw in his first at-bat hit a one-hopper to the second baseman, Bashara. Henshaw from Winder, Georgia. Watches a breaking ball miss low and away. It's 2-0. So a hitter's count here for Henshaw. Again, a line drive hitter, according to head coach Mike Armstrong. And showed some power as well this spring. 5 home runs and 45 RBI. Bobcats were nationally ranked. This one tagged in the left field, and it'll be played on a couple of hops by Hoffman. So a 1-out single. Oh, no, it gets away from Hoffman. And that allows Henshaw to advance to second. So it is a single and then an error on the left fielder. So a key critical error by Hoffman, getting Jacob Russell in a position this coaching staff and this team hopes to see him in quite often this summer, and that is in an RBI opportunity. Right-handed batter holds his hands just in front of the numbers with a slight waggle to the bat, waiting for the right-hander Alexander to deal home, and he does. A breaking ball low and away. Wind picks up out in center field. It is blowing in and slightly to left field. A moderate lead at second base by Henshaw. He chases back, thought they were going to second. Check swing by Russell, and infield umpire Paul Connolly says Russell did not go. Well, we've been mostly cloudy skies here, but we see the sun peeking through the clouds over the left field wall. It'll be a hitter's count, 2-0 pitch to Russell. Big swing and a miss. Top hand comes off the bat as he was ready for the fastball, but he got the breaking ball there from Alexander. So big time pitch there for the right-hander from the Pioneers to get it to 2-1. Still a hitter's count, though, as the runner leads off second. Henshaw, the pitch. Another breaking ball. In this one, Alexander gets Russell gets a piece of, but fouls it straight back and out of play. Now the count is even at 2-2, and we'll probably see another amount of breaking balls here. The curveball featured by Alexander. Fastball, curveball, changeup pitcher who sets at the belt and comes home with it. Fastball on the inside corner, called strike 3. Russell knew it. He heads straight to the first base side home dugout. Second strikeout of the night for Alexander. And both of those coming by the looking variety. So now the Pilots will look to score their first run of the season with a 2-out RBI. And it'll have to come from Steve Lorino, or at least have him extend the inning at the very least. Right-handed batter is 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to right field. And this one, nice stop by the catcher, Nist, that misses in the dirt, low and away. Nice job sliding over to get in front of that pitch, not allowing Henshaw to advance in any fashion. So it'll be a 1-0 pitch upcoming. The pause and the pitch. Breaking ball, inside corner, strike 1. 2 outs in the inning. Again, the runner on second is Taylor Henshaw, who singled and advanced to second on an error by the left fielder trying to field that single right at him. So 1-1. Another breaking ball, and Lorino just cannot hold up on it, and he falls behind 1-2. Alexander with a long look at the signs from Nist. He likes what he sees. The 1-2 offering. Fastball, late swing, defensive swing, is fouled off by Lorino. Lorino is your DH tonight for the Pilots. The 1-2 count and pitch again. Fastball chopped off home plate and fouled on the third base line, just left of the bag. And down towards the visiting dugout. Colburn Park, 339 down the left field and right field lines, 402 to straightaway center field with relatively deep power gaps, just an evenly proportioned ballpark, very fair ballpark. If you hit one good, you can get it over the wall. But if you hit in the power gaps, you better be ready to run. The 1-2 pitch. Looks like another curveball. Beautifully laid off by Lorino. And it's 2-2. So certainly Alexander and Spitzfaden both have great breaking balls tonight that have kept both hitters off balance. The 2-2 offering. Another late swing, this time in play. And down in for a hit to right field. Rounding third and coming home to score is Henshaw. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's under the throw, and we have ourselves the first run of the ball game. It's an RBI single by Steve Lorino, driving home Taylor Henshaw. It is 1-0 Newark. Steve Lorino with a 2-out RBI single. He advanced to second on the throw home, where there was a much closer play at home than I thought there would be, as Knott made a great throw